wanted everybody here to be with all the leaders on the team. We have a fantastic team. And I was so proud of everybody that made their way down to PXP. It's a lot to get down there from Canada, and especially with our exchange rate. So thank you so much, everybody, for making it out. And, I was beyond proud sitting in the officers' meeting on Thursday morning, knowing that there was 10 of us from our team sitting in that officers' meeting. Like, compared to PXP last year when it was like Mary and I, that was it that was down there. And now I had 10 officers and senior officers participating, along with so many other people that came down. Like, it was so amazing and so overwhelming. I cannot believe what it's going to be like next year. So I just wanted everybody to get together and share maybe one or two quick things, their takeaways from the weekend, and why they feel they need their team out to PXP next year and the importance of events. So I'm just gonna share my screen. I put together a slideshow for everybody with all their pictures and things. So we'll play this first. Boy, our marketing team is so amazing. Like, they make the best videos. Where I'm gonna find Carmen's. Okay, so Carmen, I have your slide up with some pictures that you shared with me today. And if you want to just talk about your biggest takeaway and why you need your team there next year.
Thank you, Christy, and happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much. Oh, okay.
Well, okay, so first of all, like, not even so much getting your team there, you need to be there. We need to take part in these events. Like, I have been in this industry for 20 years. I've been to a lot of conferences, all different types, just kind of like what Billy spoke about on the IPA this morning. And I will tell you that this conference was the most amazing event I've ever attended. And why is that? Because it's not like there is always a raw effect because of the energy of the room and the people there and the excitement. We've got our top fans, as in Christy and Deborah and Mary. You guys did an amazing job, by the way. I had to bug you the whole time. But there's always the raw, but it wasn't about raw. To me, I found it to be so genuine, so like sincere. Like, the stories are real, the people, and the owners, and how they stayed in the room and heard every speaker in that spoke. They didn't miss any of it, them, their wives, and their families. And I think for me, like, there's not really a lot of certainty in this world that we live in, and in any industry. And I just feel that we are so truly blessed, because this company is truly here for the long run. And even the owners' children, when they speak, they're like, they can't wait till they're of age to start their business and build teams, like just as we are doing here with Partner Co. So, I mean, that kind of speaks volumes right there. Like, that was a big takeaway for me as at hearing that, because honest to God, I mean, they've been traveling for I'm not sure how many days. It was a lot, and the kids have been with them and hearing, and obviously like they get the inside scoop. So if their kids are willing to go out and start a business with Partner Co, why would we not, right? So that was huge for me. And then the other thing, just that we really truly are bringing hope to the hopeless. Like people need what we have, and we have something so beautiful to bring to them for financial, for health. Like our products are phenomenal, and I'm loving our electrolytes and the collagen. Anyways, I just had an incredible time, and here's an example: a brand new partner in our team. Her name is Samantha. She just got signed up before Dallas. She came to Dallas, and she had 20 guests on a Zoom last night. That's what
Wow.
attending an event does. It builds that belief, it builds the vision, and it builds that knowing what you have, and that you want to share this gift with everybody. So back to you,
Wow.
Christy. If you want to go ahead and mute me just so I don't make any background noise while I'm driving. Thank
Sure.
you.
Yeah. Yeah. We can mute you if someone wants to mute Carmen. Thank you so much for sharing. That is crazy that she had 20 people on the Zoom last night. Absolutely freaking amazing. So next we'll go to Shorty. If you want to unmute Shorty, I've got your slide here. I added a couple pictures that I had of you. So you didn't send me too many, so I added some. But if you want to talk about your biggest takeaway, that would be great.
Thanks, Christy. I have been in the industry in and out since the early 90s with Amway, and I actually went to Salt Lake on a bus from Edmonton in the Amway business, and it was in the Salt Palace, and there was probably 20,000 people there. And I have been to several conferences and conventions, whatever you want to call them, but um, PXP Dallas was by far the best run event and the best event period that I have ever been to. Um, the reason that you need to be in Orlando next fall is because you will get more in 3 or 4 days than you will get in 6 to 12 months if you're not there. There's three main things that I took away from PXP Dallas. The first one is action. The person or the people that take the most action are the people that are going to win not only the quickest, but the biggest. And this is setting up generational wealth. I believe what's coming is a tidal wave of growth. And right now is the time to do this. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next month. The second thing that I took away from PXP Dallas is action. And the third thing I took away from PXP Dallas is effective action. So, showing 5 presentations per day, making 5 contacts per day if you're doing this full time, 5 a week if you're doing it part time. I'm not doing horse teeth for the rest of this month. I'm actually with Janet in Texas here. She lives in New Braunfels by San Antonio. And we had 3 people join yesterday, and we're just kind of prospecting and talking to people on our team and doing the activity. So that's the single biggest thing that you can do for your business is take the action that's required to get people in front of the information. And that's literally it. Customers and brand partners, that's what we get paid for, nothing else. So focus on those things. Keep the main thing the main thing. Back to you, Christy. Thank you.
Thanks, Shorty. You are so right. Action, action, and more action. It doesn't matter, posting twice a day and doing all that. If you're not taking action on these posts and physically reaching out to people and reaching down into your team and finding those leaders and loving on them, you won't be growing as fast as the others. You have to be out there taking action. Thank you so much, Shorty. That is absolutely amazing. Okay, who do we got up next? I think this is Deborah's slide. Deborah, if you want to unmute and talk about your slide.
Hey guys, well, I tell you, I mean, everyone's saying the same thing in the sense of no one's been to a conference like this. The energy was truly remarkable. And what I loved is that you walked into that room and it didn't matter what rank you were on, whether you're a new brand partner, whether you were CEO, or what you were, everyone was there together. So when you talk about blurred lines, I really felt that there was a lot of like majorly blurred lines. You didn't know who was who. And the big thing that I took away when you get there, yeah, it's learning all this stuff that you've maybe heard some of it before, but it really sinks into your soul. And so speaking of soul, listening to Darren Zobrist open it up, I mean, they rode in on horses. Incredible. Are you guys seeing me okay? Because I see I'm
Yep,
frozen on one of the screens.
I can
Yeah,
see you
okay.
okay.
Um, yeah, so hearing Darren get up there and, they started this company 2.5 years ago, and I was talking to our team about this, and to look out and go, wow, there was over 3,000 people in that room, right? What an impact this company is having on everyday people's lives. And it made me go, action, 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 like Shorty said. We've got to believe bigger. And I said when I came home, my belief has to be bigger because we really just need to get out there and do the do's and share what these products can do, what this company can do for people. And we need to recognize that all of us can do it, every single person. So, I mean, I could go on and on and on. I could quote Todd Rowland and saying, like, if you're not posting twice a day, what are we?
An
Anyone?
idiot.
Idiots, right? And so just simplifying the system again, right? We have an incredible system with incredible products, and we just need to take action and get out there and do it. So, and I just want to thank all of my team for coming. We had, I think, 15 of us there, and we've already made an agreement that we're going to be bringing at least 30 next year.
Right
At
on.
least. Maybe
Yay!
we're going
At
to four
least.
times that. Yeah.
I bet you'll 10 times that, you guys, with all of you out
Yeah.
there. Like, I bet you. I didn't think we would have this many people there this year, but look at us go. Like, it's just absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, who do we have up next? I think this is Carmen Wilkes's slide. Carmen, are you on?
I am, yeah.
Awesome.
So this was an amazing weekend. And I think the thing I took back most is that, and if I use Todd's words a little bit, but if you are not proud to be in this company with these owners, corporate staff, and the people, you are an idiot. Honest to God. I just, I always had the belief in the company, and I've been to a few corporate things, in this last year, and everyone you go to builds your belief more. But at this event, it was just like everybody is cheering for everybody. And yeah, like the blurred lines, like Deborah said, was just amazing. And the other thing was just being there and seeing the people that you see in the posts, right? Meeting them. And I mean, they're just everyday people like you and me, right? And yeah, and they're cheering just as loud for us as we are for everybody else. So I think the other thing was don't wait. Like everybody's got their list, right? And everybody has not gone through all their lists. I know that. So don't wait, do it. Because if you don't do it, somebody else is gonna, and then you'll be kicking yourself. So just do it.
I love it. Love it, Carmen. Thank you so much. That is absolutely right. Whose is this? Oh, we saw that one. Okay. I'm just grabbing people's. Oh, this is Christy's. Christy, if you want to unmute. No, Christy is fairly new, and I know she's on. If you want to unmute yourself and talk about what you took away from PXP.
I had a tremendous time at PXP. I will say I was a little bit overwhelmed. It was a lot, and it's hard. I probably should have taken a few more breaks during the day, but you just don't know when to take a break because you don't want to miss anything. So that was the one part about PXP, is that everything is worth taking in. A couple of things that really drove home for me though is, and I've heard Darren say this before, about 200 days on the road. 200 days. And so when you have an owner that is that committed to you, it's pretty exciting, because if he's that committed to you, then why wouldn't you want to be committed to the company, to the products? It's just a really tremendous feeling. Another is listening to all the different people speak. And I think Kim Gray definitely hit quite a few chords. A lot of tears with her. And then just in the end with her selfless act, talking about helping another gentleman, which you realize the group of people you're with when somebody's son passes away and several days later they're at PXP, because that's where their people are to support them. So that was a pretty cool moment. And I brought a friend with me that had really not even started. And the one thing she continuously said to me over and over, and I didn't quite get what she said at first, because she speaks Spanglish. She's definitely between Spanish and English. And she just said, the people are all different here. Like, they're all different. And at first I thought she's maybe meaning it rudely, but she's not usually rude. And then I realized it's that there's no like, it's not just young people. It's not just people that are into fashion. It's just people of all walks of life, because everybody is looking for better health and wellness. And so all ages, all people were all there, and it was pretty awesome.
That's so awesome. Yeah, I know it's a bit overwhelming, but I think both you and Gabby did fantastic. You did have to take Saturday afternoon off, but that's okay. It's a lot to take in. This PXP was a little bit longer than last year's, that's for sure. But thank you so much for coming and bringing someone new. Okay, we'll have Mary slide up next.
Well, geez, I don't know. Everybody's taken what I was going to say. I was talking to Kim Gray because, like Christy said, her story was extremely moving. And when I was talking to her, she started with nothing like 5 or 6 years ago. And she was just consistent and persistent. Like Todd said, post twice a day or you're an idiot. And she did. She posted twice a day for years. And she said that because of her consistency and knowing her customers and what their needs were, really listening to people, that's what propelled her. And she just continues to go and love on her brand partners and her customers. Momentum was a big thing for me. When I saw momentum on that screen, I could feel it. When they announced those new products and everybody was talking about them, and the big giant sippy cup, or what was it, the red solo cup that he brought out. It was just amazing. You could feel the momentum starting to build as they were talking about this, and we are in it for right now. Right now is the time to go and go hard.
You are so right. I could feel that momentum too. Like, I was tingly and tearing up when that came up, because I was like, holy cow, we are at the beginning of something like that's going to change the world and change so many people's lives. Like, when we have so many brand partners that don't know what they have their hands on. So, like, reach out to them and let them know whether they said they wanted to do the business or not. Half of my leaders here, well, almost all of them, all of you, said you weren't doing the business. So reach out to your people and let them know what they have their hands on, because without you letting them know, they won't know. Okay, we'll have Leanne and Ray come up. They're all the way up from Dawson Creek and came down to Texas.
Hey everybody. So we're gonna kind of copy what everyone else is saying and say what an amazing weekend that was in Dallas. Hard to follow up what everybody else is saying. Before we say that though, the first and most important thing is to wish you a happy birthday, Christy. I hope you get spoiled because you definitely deserve it.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm working on my birthday like usual.
Yeah. Ours is more of a recap of the Dallas weekend. So the weekend that just was, as you understand, we weren't able to make the officers meeting Thursday morning. So our incredible weekend started with the 4 hours of master classes that we were able to pick our own road, which was very cool. We started in Todd's room, which also featured presentations and testimonials from yourself and you most amazing ladies there. After that, we proceeded to Tim's sales room. We learned about the comp plan, and that Leanne and I are already quite aware of the comp plan and the benefits and whatnot. It was to also help Kat, who came with us. But with that training, Tim is so deep in explaining it that we always pick up some new nuggets and notes on it. It's just so good to learn more and more. So one big thing that I've always heard Tim say, and I thought I understood it correctly, but when he says you can do it with drama or no drama, to me, I've always thought and said, yeah, like don't take it to heart. If your friend says no, they don't want to, don't take it to heart. Yeah. But in the next room, the next master class that we went to was with Brent Palmer, and that's where I actually got a whole different mindset and was meant by no drama or drama. It's like offering someone a cup of coffee. You offer them a cup of coffee. If they say no, then does that actually mean anything to affect your way of life or your mood? It's a cup of coffee. So whether they take it or not, it is what it is. So that's a whole different mindset that I've never thought about. So that's awesome. Yeah, treat every presentation and your prospect like a cup of coffee. Brent's room also had some very powerful female speakers that knocked our socks off, made us really think about a few things. So that was good. We ended with James and Becky Zhang's masterclass. I'm sure some of you guys were in it because it was a packed house. There wasn't a single seat left. There was standing room, and even the standing room was not much. James, of course, didn't disappoint. As he says, he was a young, shy guy who always tripped upon his words and couldn't talk to any room very well. Well, has that ever changed? I think he's one of the best public speakers in our company. He's always very smooth with his words. Does a lot of live videos and he never stumbles upon anything. There's just so much positive content and tools to learn and use throughout the weekend. But I think two of the biggest highlights that we had were actually at the after party at Gillies. Leanne and I were lucky enough to have a one-on-one talk with Tim Sales for about 20 to 25 minutes. So that was amazing because he is full of everything. He's so full of experience and knowledge. It's crazy. Plus I kind of wandered around trying to find people. So I myself got to have like a quiz, more quiz than a chat with James Zhang, Mark Patterson, and Reese Antley, each of them for about 5 minutes. They're all full of knowledge and it's just unbelievable what you can take in from just quizzing those guys. So that's great. We'll wrap it up and say next year's PXP is in Orlando, and if you haven't bought your tickets yet, I suggest you pick them up now because it's an amazing experience.
Yeah.
I totally agree. I know you guys went down there with a mission to, hone in on every single leader that you could and pick their brain and get all the good nuggets from each of them. And you did that because I barely got to even see you guys. You were so busy learning and everything. So I am so proud of you guys and the effort that you put in. And I think your business is about to absolutely explode. Thank you so much.
I hope you're right. One other thing actually that I forgot to mention. When we hopped on our plane, there's two of us, of course. So there's one empty seat on the plane that was a random stranger we wouldn't know who it was. It just so happened to be Risha Adair. So from our flight from Dallas to Seattle, we sat by Risha and had a very good visit with her. And she wants us to come visit her in Manzanillo, Mexico. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
Well, and that's the thing. You create the relationships with the different leaders from around the world, and then you have a contact in so many different areas and someone that you can send your people to all over the place. And everybody does their business just a little bit differently from the other ones. So it's excellent to just sit down with them and pick their brains. I think this is Claudia's slide. If Claudia is on, I'm not sure.
I think she's at a dental appointment,
Okay.
Christy.
Okay, let's see. Where is Leanne's? I think this one was Leanne's. Yeah. Leanne, are you on? The other Leanne. Leanne Meir? Do you know if she made it, Deborah?
Yeah, I did see her on. I'm just looking to see if she's still on.
Okay.
Yeah, she's on.
Can you unmute Leanne?
There we go. I think I
There
got
we go.
There we go.
There you are.
Here I am. Hi guys. Excuse my voice because I came home and promptly got a head cold, so I'm a little croaky. But I just want to say just a couple of things that really stood out to me. One of them was the soul of the company. Like I was trying to put a word to it even before it was spoken, and there was this like overwhelming sense of belonging and family and support from every angle. Oh, there's my puppy. And so that was huge for me to feel like there was no pretenses. There was no, what is the word? No levels. Everybody was just one big family, and it just felt warm and comfortable and a safe environment. And I actually qualified for officer the Monday before we left for PXP. And so one thing that I will say for anyone that's listening is do it scared.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't step forward through the fear, you never know what you're holding yourself back from. Do it scared. And happy birthday, Christy.
Oh, thank you. I love it. And this is like the best birthday present I could ever have, is having my team together. So I think we have been through everyone. If I forgot you, no, I think we got everyone that was going to talk. And then here is my slide. And you can see we all pretty much have the same pictures, and I absolutely love it. So my biggest takeaway was just having everyone there in the officers meeting and connecting with Dr. Crystal and Dr. Plant and getting those pictures taken with people that we post about. I think it's so important to be able to have a picture so that when we share our posts through the system of growth, and say Kim Gray's on there, or Popo, or Dr. Crystal, or we're talking about the company as a whole, that we have these pictures that we can throw in the comments, because everybody thinks, oh yeah, there's, they're pre-made posts. They probably don't even know them. So it's so important to have those pictures, and this is where you're going to get those pictures. Another big takeaway that I had was that I was able to bring my kiddos, and Shelby came up on stage and helped announce the Orlando PXP. So that was really huge. Amy, John's wife, invited her up. And it just shows that they like to include absolutely anyone and everyone, and that we are family. And to me, it felt like a family reunion, a yearly family reunion. So I am just beyond proud of everybody's hard work in getting down there. So we're going to whip through
Christy?
some. Yes.
Janet and Marianne are both here, if you want them to.
Oh, yeah, sure. If they want to. Janet's like, you put me on the spot.
Oh my gosh, Shorty, thanks. Well, for me, that was my first PXP. I've only been in since beginning of June. I too got a head cold when I got home. But I found it was a production. I was just like, oh my gosh, these people are off the charts with, with the show that they put on for people. Same thing. It didn't matter what level you were on. We were all one. Everyone was up there cheering everyone on. Some of the takeaways was even when you're posting twice a day, if nobody is liking it or saying anything about it, just know that they're seeing it, you know?
Mhm.
Because I think a lot of people do take that personally if no one's liking it. But we can see if it's a video that we've posted, we can see it's had like 173 views and only one person liked it. People are seeing it. And then the other takeaway I had too, there was many, but the one that stuck with me was start now. You
Yeah.
know, we tend to go, oh, well, when I get home from this holiday, or after the kids go back to school, or after, everyone just kind of, I feel like people delay it. Just start now. It's not hard, just start now. And who is it, Shorty, that I like? The doctor that is a farmer, 4 kids, has her own medical practice,
Laura?
Dr. Laura. I use her a lot when people say I'm too busy. I'm like, do you want to hear busy? And I ran a farm by myself for 5 years, so I know what farming's like. So I like to use Dr. Laura as a good example of you can fit this into a busy life, you know. You can create that space for this. So those are some of my takeaways. Thank you. Sorry.
Awesome. Thank you so
Putting it up there.
much.
Thanks, Christy. And it was great meeting you and all the people I've seen on Zoom. It was like what you said, Christy. It was like a family reunion. I'm like, oh my gosh, I know you. I know you. I've seen you, and of course they're like, don't know who you are, but okay, let's take a picture. But again, people are real. So who we
Yeah.
post on our Facebook posts, they're real people. So to have these snapshots to now put up next to their testimonials, it's golden.
Priceless. I totally agree.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay.
Marianne, are you on?
Yeah, if Marianne
Can you
wants-
hear me?
Yep.
Okay, I don't have my face up because I'm
That's
fighting
okay.
a massive headache today and I look like it. So, one of the biggest the takeaways I got was listening to, and I'm sorry I don't have everybody's names down, but the African American team that presented their stuff. I think Lenica was her name.
Lanika. Yeah.
Lanika. Okay, so one of the gals that spoke before her, she could have been the best preacher I've ever listened to. She talked and then they went into speaking. And the biggest takeaway I got was they said, don't be scared of the presentation. Start telling stories. Get really good at telling stories and let that be your presentation. Because I think for me, we get scared of the duplication of thinking we have to give this presentation. And if you can just start telling stories about anything, about the products, what it's done for you or for somebody else, or how great their packaging is, or how they opened the show on horseback and ended it at Gillies, start telling the stories, get good at telling your stories, and let those kind of be the presentations.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little less overwhelming if you have to give 5 of those a day rather than 5 presentations. And then as you start doing it and you get better at it, then the presentation gets bigger and longer. So that was one thing that I'm going to, incorporate. And then secondly, somebody said, if you don't know where you're going, why would anybody follow you? And that really struck home because I've never been very good at setting goals or taking the time to set a goal or taking the time to dream or taking the time to make a vision board. So that one just struck home. If I don't know where I'm going, why would anybody follow me? So get yourself sat down to do a 3-month, 6-month, 9-month goal, at least so you know where you're headed right now. And who knows, like goals change. So that can all change in the future, but get something written down.
I totally agree. Thank you so much for sharing. Write those goals down and write big goals. I wrote goals down last PXP and I was hitting my targets and like I was a year out and I hit all of them within 6 to 8 months. So I realized one big takeaway was I need to dream bigger. And isn't that amazing that it's like, oh my gosh, okay, with this company and with these people and with these owners and with our team, we get to dream bigger. We have to set bigger goals. That is so fantastic. Thank you so much, everybody, for sharing. I just wanted to briefly touch base on a few of the new things moving forward for the people that didn't get to PXP. So we're going to, I have the QR code. So the tickets for Orlando next September are on sale now till December 31st for $99 USD. Or Shorty said, like, this deal for a 10 pack for $900 USD is an amazing deal, and you can have them for your team. If each of us get a 10 pack, imagine how many people we're going to have there in the seats. And the people that make the effort to come, their businesses will surely explode once they leave. So if you want to scan that QR code and get your tickets, get the cheaper price. Don't wait till after, the new year to get your tickets. Now I'm going to show a couple things about the new products that we launched and then the promos, and then we'll go. Oh, hang on a sec.
We all know the moment when you look in the mirror and notice the signs. Your skin looks different, your hair loses its luster, your confidence fades. Did you know looking older accelerates in your 40s? You don't have to wait to lose your glow. You can take control now. Introducing Everglow, a first-of-its-kind beauty drink from Colab. Everglow strengthens the very foundation of beauty, called the extracellular matrix, providing the building blocks that support glowing skin, healthy-looking hair, and stronger nails. With regular use, your skin can look and feel soft, smooth, flawless, and young. One delicious white peach drink for multiple benefits and restored confidence. It's time to get your glow back with Everglow.
So that's the Everglow, and it went live today for customers. And then here is the Max 2.0, if my video works. So you guys, these two products are more than just an electrolyte and a collagen. The electrolytes, I saw a post already from Patricia Pragnell. She had an ocular migraine today. She mixed up some of the electrolytes and it only took 10 minutes for her headache to go away. So they are packed full of so many incredible ingredients that do more than just hydrate your body. And so I do suggest that go to share.partner.co and take a look at the slides, the videos, the PDFs, and educate yourself on these products because they're a good add-on product for our drops. We encourage everyone to drink water, and these two products you mix into water, and that'll automatically increase your customers' water intake. So and I know talking to Dr. Plant, he said you basically cannot overdo either of these two products. The collagen, it's much more than a collagen. It has marine collagen in it, but it also stimulates the body's natural production of collagen, and it also increases your skin's ability to be out in the sun longer without sunburn. So there's so many different benefits of each of these products, and the before and afters. I would totally suggest take your befores of your problem areas on your skin, your hair, your nails before you start on this Everglow. One of the other benefits of it is it can reverse graying hair. And that's something that they announced on stage. So I was completely taken back with that. You can take a screenshot. Here's our Canadian packs. Oh, these are not the US ones. I can put in our group chat the US packs. Sorry about that. Full Throttle. Now, Full Throttle is, we had a Full Throttle the beginning of this year and around Black Friday as well. And it's a really great way to get an incredible hoodie. Todd was wearing one up on stage, and I had like major FOMO. I want one of these hoodies. And look at how easy it will be. So it started September 10th and will run through October 12th. And if you enroll 4 people with 200 PV, so get them income activated within that time frame, you get a free hoodie. Like, what? That's simple. If we can just get out and start talking to people. If you enroll 8 people with 200 PV, you get the hoodie plus a 250 USD bonus. And if you share it with 12 people, with 200 PV, you get the hoodie and a $500 bonus. I know we had some huge winners off of Carmen's team, I know in February when they had a Full Throttle. So link arms with your team and let's see how many people we can get to the 12. I know I want that 500 USD and that hoodie. Ultimate Unlock. They run these a couple times a year. And what if you don't understand what this is? It's for your brand partners that maybe missed that 4-week or 8-week cutoff period to get to Ultimate. They're unlocking it now for them. It runs September 12th to the 10th. And so if they have a total PV in their own back office of, say, 500 PV, not including subscriptions, and they place during this time period between September 12th and October 10th an additional 1,000 PV, they will unlock their ultimate. And why that is so important, and you need to relay to your people this, that it's not only getting to the top pay or 30% new volume bonus, it also unlocks your matching pay, your gold status. And what that is that on your power line and throughout all your legs, on your personally sponsored people from generation 1 to generation 7, it unlocks that matching pay. So if your personally sponsored brand partner makes $1,000 in that 1 week, you get $150 or 15%. Someone they enroll, if they make $1,000, you get $100 or 10%. And then anyone from level 3 to 7, you get 5% on. So it's huge. I know my matching pay is well over $1,000 a week just with this. So it's so important to unlock that ultimate. Maui. Who is excited to go to Maui? This video just blew me out of the water. Everybody needs to log into their back offices, and there's a new area that will track your lifestyle credits and what you need to get to Maui. So if you want to go and share a room with another brand partner, it's 280,000 PV. If you want to go with 2 people, it's share a room with a travel voucher. It's 320,000 with a $500 credit. A trip for two in the same room is 500,000. And if you want the trip for two with two $500 travel vouchers, that's in USD, it's 600,000. So check that tracker. And if you don't understand how you're getting your lifestyle credits, please reach out. We have a great training that Taylor did a couple weeks ago. And then I'm sure we're going to have another training because this is a huge goal. These trips they go all out and they're so much fun. And you get to know the leaders, their families, the owners, their families, and so many people on a personal level without being in a work atmosphere. And so that is it for tonight. I always like to end with this slide because it is live your dream. And I'll tell you, I am definitely living my dream, and it's changing and morphing every single day into something that I never could have imagined that would be possible for myself or my kids. So I think Shorty, did you want to close us out? Oh, Mary
Yeah.
has her hand. Oh, Mary has her hand up. Let's see what Mary has to say first.
I know that everybody is excited about these new products. I mean, why wouldn't you be excited? They're incredible. I've been using them since PXP. But I just want to caution you, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Continue with the system of growth. Use these new products as add-ons. And if you're going to promote them individually, use reels or stories to promote those and continue with your system of growth.
I agree, Mary. Thanks for pointing that out for everyone. Our flagship product and the product that is sensational and that we lead with is the drops and the reason why we do that, it's not just because of all the testimonials we have, it's because it hits the body and it gets you detoxed and it works on so many different symptoms, diseases, aches and pains. It's much more than just weight loss. So we always lead with the drops. And then these products are an incredible add-in, just like our Renew, our MOA, Noni, and all of the Elite. And in fact, today I mixed the Elite, the collagen, and the Max 2O all together in one drink, and it tastes fantastic. So yeah, thank you for sharing that. And then we'll have Shorty close us out, and then everybody have a great night. Get on the Canada Connect call at 6 p.m. right after this one. It took a little bit longer.
Thanks, Christy. What I see happening is we will have PXP regional events in US and Calgary in football stadiums, and there will be 20 or 30,000 people there. And you may not, if you're joining the company at that time, you may not get a chance to meet people like John and Darren and Todd Rowland and Reese Antley and Christy and everybody on the Canada team. People will look like they're that big because you're sitting so high up in the nosebleeds. When you're in this company at this time, you get special opportunities that people in the future will not get. The time to build this like your hair is on fire is right now, because when we hit the $1 billion mark, which I believe is going to happen in the next couple of years, everybody in this industry will know about us and people will want to join your team in droves. So the more people you have on the foundation when that momentum hits, the quicker you're going to create generational wealth. So go to these events. The Canada Tour is coming up. If you're Canadian, make sure you get to the events, make sure your people get to the events, and make sure that you invite people to these events that are not in the business. That's what they're about. And the better, bigger showing that we make in Canada will make them want to come back, right? So it's up to every single person to get people to these events. PXP is a no-brainer. I mean, you have to be there if you want to do this, but even the small regional events and stuff, you have to support them as well. And that's how you grow your business, grow your belief, all that cool stuff. Take action, and then take action, and you'll get everything that you came here for. Thanks, Christy.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Shorty. And you are so correct. Thank you for bringing that up. We are just the pioneers here. We are laying the groundwork. This company is only 2 years old, and these events are going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So get out and meet John and Darren, like, and Dr. Plant. Get to know them because they will remember your name, and you're only going to grow from here. And this is the opportunity of a lifetime right now to get in and reach out to your people, get them in now, create that FOMO because they don't know what they don't know. And it's up to us to let them know what we have our hands on. So thank you so much, everybody. I'm so proud of my team. I just love you all. I had so much fun with you, and I'm so looking forward to Calgary this weekend and then the roadshow tour. I think I'm going to try to hit up as many cities as possible. It's kind of hard when I have the kids, but we'll make it work. So we'll see you guys soon. Take care.
Night, everybody.
See you.